everyone, let me show you my extreme haul for the week. I went crazy. I ordered 95,000 things. I went to all different stores, Ulta, CVS, and I went absolutely insane. Let me show you. Okay, this is my current week's haul of makeup. I have gone totally crazy and I ordered a bunch of stuff. I picked up other stuff in the store, and this is all the stuff I got this week. I will be exploring these beauties with you in the next several videos. I'll be getting into those in subsequent videos. There's so much of it. The one I have on today is from CoverFX. This is a custom enhancer drops. The color I got was called Celestial, and I will show you how I did this today. What I did with this was I mixed a couple of drops of it with my foundation, and I put it all on, and I think it gives a really pretty glow. And then I went back when I was done with everything and dotted just a tiny bit of it on each brow bone, just right here, not even the full brow bone, but just right in here. It is so unbelievably beautiful. Now, this is not cheap. This is $42 for this little bottle, but this would last you absolutely forever. So I think, final result, I think it does give a luminosity to the skin, a glow to the skin. Nothing glittery or sparkly, but just a nice luminous glow to your whole face. So the color is Celestial. They have several shades. This is just the most beautiful iridescent pink. It's just moonbeams. It is so frosted. This one has a very pink cast to it. I mean, look, it's just pure metal. This one's very pink. Some of the other colors are more yellowy gold. So you can go really crazy with this. And like I said, I just dotted some on and just kind of threw it on there like that. Not oily, not glittery. So here's how I mixed it with my foundation and applied it today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake this up real good because that's what it says to do. And I'm going to mix a couple of drops of this with my Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation. This is a very thick foundation. I thought that if anything would be good mixed with something like that, it would be this foundation. So I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. The dropper on the end is really tiny, so I'm not going crazy with this at all. Let me pick a little bit more up in the tube and I'm going to drop it. I don't want to be, crazy illuminated. So I've put 2 drops on there. Can you see those 2 drops right there? I'm going to use one of my fluffy brushes that I use to work in foundations of this type and mix this whole thing together. All right, I'm going to try to pick up some and apply it right now. I can definitely see, can you guys see a luminousness to this? I can see it. You see when the light is going along my cheeks there, I can see a luminousness that's not usually there on this foundation. I'm going to put a little tiny bit more foundation on and put a little more of the custom drops with it. And mainly put that, I think my forehead did not get enough and my chin did not get enough. I just put like half a drop in the middle there because I didn't want to put a whole drop on that little amount there. Dab some of that right in here where I usually need more coverage, and also up here and down here. Okay, I can see a luminousness. I mean, I really can. This is normally, a dewy but not glowing type foundation. So I think it gave me sort of a glow. It's hard to say. A lot of these foundations are already luminous, but this sort of is a different kind of luminous. This is like not so much a glow, but more of a gleam, like a metallic gleam. You can go further with it. I only put 2 little tiny drops of it in my foundation, but I could go even further with it and we could see how that goes. Also, along with it, I tried the CoverFX Illuminating Setting Powder. It's rather a large size of setting powder, and I didn't really see a whole lot of luminosity to this. Even just looking at it like this, it doesn't seem to be all that luminous. It's just a setting powder. Here it is on my finger. You can kind of see a luminosity on there, can't you? And then when you put it on real heavy, you can see a shine or a sheen. And what I found it to be, it just seemed to kind of settle into my lines up here really badly. And I can see it just settling in there really badly. And I did put it on very lightly. I don't put a whole lot of powder on my face. It's aging when you do that. So it's finally here, the LORAC Pro 3 eyeshadow palette. This kind of just blew away my expectations. I wasn't expecting a lot. Oh, it's iridescent. Wasn't expecting a lot out of this, but it just kind of blew me away. It's just so beautiful. I have not been a super huge fan of the color combinations on the previous LORAC Pro palettes. The first one is very dark and smoky. The second one is very very metallic and very cold looking to me. I don't know. This one is just so fresh, so springy, summery, so light and pastel-y. I'm amazed. This entire row here is just all mattes, and this is all shimmers up here. Some really different colors on this one. Now they went into some really cool colors down here, and they went really warm also. They've really mixed it up. I've been seeing that a lot in new palettes lately. This palette, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and the new Tarte collaboration with Graveyard Girl Swamp Girl palette, Swamp Family palette, something crazy like that. All three of those new palettes have really been into mixing warm browns and purples. This one is much more my style, I think, because of the lightness of the colors. Let me show you some of my favorites, and I'll show you what I did with my eyes today from this palette. Starting with the mattes. Let me tell you about the mattes. The whole palette, extremely soft. You will dip in and get a ton of product on your brush. Extremely, extremely soft, as usual with LORAC Pro palettes. However, there is one color in here that gives me a lot of trouble, and I do not like it at all. It does not fit in at all with the rest of this palette, and that is called Medallion. This is a flaky, sheer, no pigment color. It still feels fairly soft, but it's like chunking up as I'm picking it up. You see, it's not a good formula. The rest of the colors on here are all exactly alike with each other. I don't know what happened to Medallion. Starting with the mattes, I love Cool Taupe. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful crease color. Look at that. Cool Taupe. I like Clay. Sort of got a rosy brown going on there. Clay. This Blanc color, the very first, very vanilla matte highlight color, that turned out on me today to be the best highlight color ever. It is not white. It is just got a little bit of a yellowy skin tone vanilla to it, and it went on as just the perfect highlight color today. Dark brown is beautiful, and also terracotta. Terracotta is a very orangey, pumpkin-y. Look at that. Very pretty. The metallics just really steal the show on this palette. Light gold and almond pearl right here. Right here, light gold, almond pearl. This one is very buttery. Look at that. Medallion is a total failure. I hate that one. Light pewter and amethyst. Look at amethyst. Look at light pewter. Rose bronze. I have that on today. Beautiful. Dark mocha is next. I didn't swatch all of the mattes because not all of them just really turned me on, but all of the metallics really turned me on. This is dark mocha. I have that on today. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look, it's like a brown plum metallic. And then this color is really good, truffle. This is a metallic deep gray. You don't always get a dark gray. You'll usually get a black, and they do have a black in here that's called jet black, and it's matte. Look at all those beautiful colors. It's just very summery into fall. Can go springy with these light metallics. And not too purple on here either. So love the palette. Let me show you how I put it on. Started out by applying rose bronze to my lid. Very soft and silky, of course. In my crease, I applied clay. Outer corner, I applied dark mocha. I love that color. Later, I went back and dabbed a little bit of amethyst in that outer corner as well because I just could not resist the plumness of amethyst. Also put on the very inner crease, Cool Taupe. I love that color. I love LORAC's cool matte colors. They're beautiful. I used Blanc as my highlight, and I dab just a tiny bit of the light gold right under the arch of my brow, just right in the middle of my highlight. Then I went back with pink nude. That is such a good color. I don't think I showed that to you guys earlier. It is a really good color. Let me show you pink nude. It is a beige right here. It's like a beige pink. It's like a ballerina pink. That's what that is. I put that as a transition between my my crease clay and my highlight blanc. That one is really, really powdery, puffy all over the place, as well as cool taupe. They're both the same way. Just kind of puff up all over the place. I've got to have probably a pile. If you vacuumed the carpet over here, you would be able to make an entire new palette out of the pile of stuff that came out of this LORAC Pro as I was, you know, using it, and then I'd kind of shake it out over here in the corner. So it is a very powdery, it all goes on very smoothly and very nice, but you are going to get a lot of it coming out on your brush. Lined under my eyes in truffle on the outer, and then I brought dark mocha in, and then I brought amethyst in here. So here's how it turned out. I just love it. I think it's so pretty. I think it's so versatile because you can go very purple with the metallics, you know, very lavendery purple, bronze rose, and then you can go very peachy, cool taupe, orangey brown with that matte rose. I think it's very versatile. Coming up, future reviews. Oh, so many things. The new Tarte Nude blushes, Naughty Nudes, they're called. I have a Laura Geller Hydrating Bronzer. Bare Minerals has a new bronzing serum. Chantecaille. Ooh, this palette is so beautiful and it's so expensive. It's crazy. This is an eye and cheek palette. I'm excited to try that on. Got some lovely drugstore products, a couple of drugstore brow products. I've got a couple of really good illuminating primers coming up. I can't wait to try each of those. I can only try one per day, so I've got 3 of those I'm trying to get through. And then of course the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. It's kind of outrageous for me. I'm sure I'll be able to find a look to create with this. So all of that in upcoming videos. Thanks for y'all's continued support. Thanks for joining me. See you later.